everybody, my name is Sherry. Welcome to my stamp studio. Today we're going to go on with the celebration series that I have been doing for you. My goal is to try to get through almost everything in here. I'm not going to say I will do everything. I'm going to try, but I've made a good effort so far, and I'll show you a couple of the things that you can go look on, and I'll do a quick look through here because we're almost half over. This lasts till the end of February, and for some of the items it will be while supplies last if they happen to run out. But since we're getting closer to the end of January, we don't have a whole lot of time left for you to get this stuff. The best thing about this catalog is everything in it is free. In the past, Stampin' Up! Has done one the last couple of years in the summer, a celebration. This is it. You get this one this year, and there is no summer celebration. So till the end of February, you can get the free things. A few of the things that I'll point out, I do have, maybe I never made the video for this because I made it way back in November, but it is a cute little owl set. I'll put that on my list. Here is the Thanks a Bunch set, so you can go see that tutorial. A lot of this stuff, if you took my Try It class, then you saw it. So it's hard for me sometimes to know whether or not I've done it. This, if you are in Card Club, you got a quarter packet of this in your club this past month. But I do have a couple of really pretty samples with that. And I will come back to this because I love it. So it will be in here again. Then I am going to do a card that uses the On the Farm bundle with the On the Farm paper. But here is a Valentine that I did last week, and it uses the other side of the paper. So even though it has those adorable little farm scenes, you can easily switch it up and just use that side. This one is just words, so it probably won't be in there. Let's get to the one that I'm doing today, and then we will, I'll try to get some of those others. So this, again, if you're in Card Club, in February, you're going to get a quarter packet of, well, it might not be a quarter packet. This is free with 100, so I need lots and lots of packets to give you a quarter. It may be an eighth of a packet. I'll give you as much as I can. As much as I can get you, that's how much you'll get. So you will get a nice selection of it in Card Club next month. But this is free with a $100 order. And you might be thinking, why would I do free with a 100 when all those other papers are free with 50? And well, for one, if you love the other papers, then by all means get those. But they're just 12 sheets. This is 48. It is a paper stack. And it's super fun colors. I've used it a few times. I'm going to use it today. And it's very springy and very happy paper. But there's a lot of it. So you'll be able to use it in all kinds of ways. Especially when you want to use it for a whole card, because you'll have a lot of it. So this is a great deal, because it'd be getting 4 of the 12 packs, right? Math is not my strong point, but I can do that math. So this is the Dandy Designs, and that's what I'm going to use on today's today's card. I'm going to use Share a Milkshake, which if you saw my tutorial yesterday, this is the card that I did, and we focused a lot on the dies. Today I'm going to use the stamps, and I'm going to mix it, because does this not look like an ice cream shop when you look at these papers? I'm going to use this piece out of it, which is super fun. So I just pulled those colors of ink out of the paper, and that's how I decided what to do. So let's do this card. And like yesterday's card, I used Sorbet for the background. Today I'm going to use Calypso Coral. Sometimes I'm like, is it Calypso Coral or is it Cajun Craze? This is Calypso Coral. And again, it is not in this paper, but this has like, I think that is papaya. And this Calypso Coral is a shade darker. So it just kind of grounds this. So we have something a little dark. I didn't want to put black ink on it. And then I'm going to use Shimmer White, which was the other paper that I used yesterday. But I have a bunch of little scraps here. So we'll start with that. And if I can use up these little scraps, we'll use that. And then on these two dies, they don't have stamps, but I did not use them on yesterday's card. I am going to use this beautiful new shimmery paper, cardstock that is in the mini as well. So we'll do that fun little like ice cream kind of pattern, and then these hearts. So let's stamp. Start with, this is going to be the biggest. So we'll get Highland Heather. And these are 2-step stamps. And they can be milkshakes, they can be sundaes, parfaits. You can do whatever you want. And I'm using it 2 times for Valentine's, but You can use it in the summer if you're going to have a 4th of July party, if you're going to have an ice cream social, be a great one. But it's definitely a year-round, all-purpose stamp set. So I'm going to stamp the Highland Heather. Is that the color I have? Yes. I couldn't remember if I picked it up or freesia. So you can see this is the solid one. We're going to do the solid one first. You can also, if your kids are old enough, they could help you do their Valentine's with this stamp set. They might not do the dies. If they're older, they can. But they can definitely stamp, because look, then I'm just going to do Highland Heather again. We are going to the Pacer game this evening. Try not to get my head over because I've curled my hair, but then I have it all wrapped up in a thing on the top so it doesn't flop in the videos. We're hoping that perhaps they'll stop their losing streak. We bought a bunch of tickets once our Colts we went to 5 or 6 Colts games this year, and our Colts did not do well. The Pacers were doing super good, but we've been to a few games so far this season, but not a lot because we were going to the Colts games. And now as soon as our tickets for this start, our players get hurt, and then they're not doing great again. I'm going to take Blushing Bride, and this is going to be my strawberry ice cream, and I'm going to do all the ice cream the same flavor. So you could do vanilla and stamp maybe in white, but we'll just do this. And this is Blushing Bride. So get some ice cream here. I'm going to go ahead and put one of my scoops on the other one. I'm going to do 2 scoops in my little bowl, but I'm going to put it on this piece of cardstock so I can get every last bit out of my shimmer white. And then I do need one more. Oh yeah, I probably can get it on here. I'm getting close to into my stamping. I didn't even know if it was going to fit on all these pieces. We're doing well. So another scoop of ice cream. Got all the ice cream. Then let's go. Oh, I haven't done the other dish. That's Pale Papaya. Good thing I had that color sitting there. And this one is like a little parfait dish. So again, the solid image stamp first. That way when you get the highlights over the top of it and you do the second time, they fill in and they're darker. Just like that. But now we're going to pop it over. And they're a little bit weird the way the highlights do, because when you first get it, you're like, I don't think these are going to stamp over the top. That's what I was talking about, stamping over the top and my hair. Don't want to put my hair over it. You'll see one giant clip holding all my curls on top of my head. We have that. Then I have Mango. And again, I have just pulled these colors from the paper. So if you get that paper, you can do these. I'm going to use the straw. Still trying to see if I can get them on these 2 pieces of paper. Maybe I can, maybe I can't. We'll see. So the straw and Mango, which just looks like maybe some train tracks until you pop it out. And then I have Calypso Coral, which is the base of our card. Not a color in the cardstock, but a version of, so it works really well with. And then they're both going to want a cherry. So we'll do 2 cherries. Whoops, maybe not. We'll put one over here. And then one right there. Oh. Apparently that angle I'm trying to get so you don't see the top of my head is not great for stamping. We'll do it here. That's the great thing about scrap paper, right? It's only paper. If we mess up, it doesn't matter. Oops. And then I have just a little piece. I cut this 4 by 5 1/4 as I did my first one, which left this strip on the end of my 12 by 12 paper. So I'm going to flip this over, which is a papaya piece. It's the other side of the paper that we're using. And I am going to be my Valentine. But you could do a birthday words. There's a celebrate words. There's other words in this stamp set. So it doesn't have to be a Valentine if you don't want it to be. Now I'm going to pull over my tiny little cut and emboss machine that you can get free right now if you'd like to sign up to be a member of my Beautiful Images team. You can sign up because you want to share your love of stamping and crafting with other people, or you can sign up because you want to share the discount with yourself. So either way works, since Stampin' Up! Doesn't care if you are just doing it for the discount, and I don't care. Probably, I would say 80% of the girls on my team do it just for the discount. But right now through the end of, this is part of Saleabration, you get this for free and you get to pick $50 more in your kit than what you normally get. I'm just going to do these two first. Roll these through. It's so super easy. These ones where they're not lined up, they couldn't be any easier. So just pop that through. And then I want to show you how easily this shimmer paper cuts, because I know some of you are probably like, I don't know that I want to cut that. So there's the outline. It is going to leave, I should have gotten a new plate. This one's got more cuts in it. And then just pop those out. And that was one roll. So you do need to take the ones and just, they're cut. They just need to fall out. And then here are my hearts. And then I'm going to switch to another plate so I don't have to clean those off on the video. So the mini machine just has these tiny little pieces. It has a gray piece that will do the folders as long as they fit. That's the caveat. Everything you use in this can only be this wide. So it's a lot of our stuff does fit, but things like the folders that are big, they don't fit. The stamps that will do a whole background, they don't fit. So let's get that, this, and then I'll run these through. I have those on there. Just pop those down, and you can kind of, on the small one, if they move, you can kind of adjust the plate while you're holding down on it, and for the most part, they get right back on there. These, some static in the house, yeah. Those are done, but we have more ice cream, so I'll leave that one there. Now, I might not be able to get all these dies on at once because they're stamped close together. If it bothers you and you would like to do fewer passes of this, then spread your stuff out when you stamp it. But on shimmer paper, nobody wants to waste their beautiful shimmer paper to avoid a couple of passes of the cut and emboss, because it's so easy to do. So we'll do these. All right, so we have all of our pieces. Also, not only during Saleabration to Stampin' Up! Give you free things every single solitary month. If you purchase from my website and you use my host code, unless your order is more than $150, then Stampin' Up! Gives you free stuff, and I still give you free stuff. But if you use the host code every month you get a VIP video class and you get free product. So just always down below my videos, you can see what the current month offering is, or you can head to my website, or if you're on my email list, which you can join from my website, you'll always know what my free gifts with purchase are. Some months I do a full card class. Other months I might just do cards. Like this month it will just be VIP video cards, so you don't know what they are. Some months I will show you what the projects are, and you will already have seen the video. Kind of depends on how busy I am, which of the two options I do. Just get the rest of these out. I'm gonna stick this on here, and you can use glue. I just used, did I already stick that on? I did. It's just moving down here. I thought I stuck it and then it moved a little bit. I'm just gonna use a tiny bit of adhesive right there, and that will hold this in place, because I'm gonna put my sentiment right over the top. So I have the Be My Valentine. This couldn't be any easier to cut because it's already got patterns. So I'm gonna go straight up through those diamonds, and then I'll go straight above the diamonds. And then right there. So it has this fun little lines on it, and it doesn't have to be perfect either because the lines aren't super straight on that piece of paper. Stick this here, and that will also help hold that down. We'll just assemble our ice cream. So if you wanted to do this with your kids, I would do maybe, Valentine's that you get at the store, just half this, and they don't even have to open. But you could stamp and emboss and cut all this stuff out and then just let them assemble the cards. You do that with your kids, your grandkids, your Girl Scout troop, your Sunday school. There's so many fun opportunities to stamp with kids, and they love it. Let's take this one here. And then we'll grab some dimensionals. And with this, before I put it on, I'm going to go ahead and stick my straw in. That way my dimensional won't happen to hit right there. And then when I flip this over, I'm actually going to do it this way. When I flip it over and add my dimensional, I can put it right on here and it will help hold that on. Then I don't have to glue it, and that's stuck on there. So there's our milkshake. And then let's come over here to our parfait. Stick this down, and I'm not going to press because this is a double decker, and it's easier, I think, to just slide that right underneath there. In fact, I've seen some people do 3, or maybe it's in the catalog where there's 3 scoops. I should have done 3, except I knew that I didn't want to cut anymore on the video, but you can do 3. Press those on there. This one doesn't have to be lifted up. Grab my cherries, maybe, if I can pick them up. There. One here. I do like this really big one right here. I didn't put any ribbon on this because I felt like there was already kind of a lot going on. And then let's do this one here. My other one has it up there, and it makes my card feel a tiny bit top heavy. It's a Valentine, and I think anytime you're just doing a quirky little Valentine. I mean, think back to Valentines from a long time ago. I collect them, and some of the sayings are weird. Some of the pictures are weird. So I always think the time to get your quirky on and kind of make your colors, it doesn't even matter if they don't match, right? I'm going to use the iridescent pastel gems. On the other one, I just used my first card, the ones that are kind of clear. These, but I think on this one I'm going to go ahead and use this color. I'm not sure if it's Calypso Coral. Sometimes when they add an iridescent to our things, it kind of changes the way they look. So it may be coral, it might not be. And I'll put one here. And then I'll put another one on this heart, which is a little bit different than I did my first one. Super cute and so easy. This would just make anybody happy. And if you have people in your life that you mail Valentine's to, it would be a great card to send them, and then throw in some kind of an ice cream gift card. Here's the other one. See, this is all a little higher. I wanted to move it down, but at that point, everything was stuck. And then this one has just those other color of gems. Not that much of a difference. You'd probably have to literally sit there and analyze it. It is just different in my eyes. Either one will work. That's what I have for you today. And check back later this week. I will have another celebration card. And if you are in Card Club, I'm going to edit this video, and then I'm going to start making your packets. Everybody have a great one. Bye.